Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nerea Atieno, and if this is your first time here, you're most welcome. In this video, we're doing very simple and neat eyebrows using the bar soap technique. So kindly do subscribe before we begin and stay tuned up to the end to see the end result. Without much to say, let's get straight into it. Starting off, we are brushing our eyebrows using either of those two brushes that is called a spoolie. So you just brush our eyebrows so that we get a defined shape. You could trim or you could just leave it like that. It's optional. We're also going to need either of those two flat brushes to clear our eye pencil using the concealer. Starting off, we are using that Davis number 3 brown pencil to just line. So as you line, you just begin where your eyebrows are beginning and you line according to the shape of your eyebrows. So you line just like that up to where your eyebrow is curving, where we have stopped somewhere there. Then you line downwards up to where your eyebrow is ending, right there. And for the upper part, you leave some little space. You don't start lining exactly where your eyebrow starts. You start lining from somewhere there, and you just do a straight line up to where your eyebrow is curving there. And the curve on your upper brow comes before the curve on your lower brow. So please note, as you're lining, the curve on your upper brow will come before the curve on your lower brow. So from the curve, you just line downwards and join it to the lower line like that. Are you seeing the upper curve has come before the lower curve? Then I did the exact same thing for the other brow, just following the exact shape of my eyebrow. And while you're lining, do not raise your eyebrow, just stay still and draw to get the correct shape. If you raise your eyebrow while lining, your skin is going to stretch, so you might not get the correct shape. So just stay still and line. And remember, the upper curve of the eyebrow comes before the lower curve. Today we're doing the bar soap technique, and right there we have a piece of bar soap and our spoolie. So you wet the bar soap, then you rub your spoolie against the bar soap like so. Then you brush through your eyebrows using the bar soap. And it shouldn't be very watery. It should be a little bit thicker. It should be just a little bit dense. The purpose of this bar soap is just to lay our eyebrows flat, extremely flat, before we start lining. So you use the handle of any brush to just lay your eyebrows flat and wait for a few seconds for them to dry before you start lining. Guys, don't mind my voice. I have a cold, but it's ending. So you just press in the bar soap, you press them in so that your eyebrows lay flat. At this point, our eyebrows were flat and dry, and we were now ready to draw our eye pencil. And we were just filling in the parts where there were spaces. Don't draw like a block, just fill in the areas where there are spaces. Remember, we want our eyebrows to look as natural as possible. So you fill in only the areas where there are spaces. And for that inner part, we drew hair-like structures. Make sure your pencil is sharp at that point so as to achieve those tiny hair-like structures. We are also drawing these hair-like structures so as to ensure our eyebrows look as natural as possible. You see that? Did the exact same thing for the other eyebrow. At this point, we wanted to clear our concealer, and we made sure our brush was as sharp as possible. And we began not immediately from where the eyebrow starts. We left some little space, then we began lining. And I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Toffee. It's advisable to use a concealer that is a shade or two lighter than your skin tone. So we just cleared the concealer and we followed the exact line we had drawn using the eye pencil. And for this part, we don't use a lot of product. We just use little product so that it becomes easy to blend after we are done clearing the concealer on the top and bottom parts. And for the upper part, we are using a foundation of our skin tone. For this case, if you use a concealer, it's going to be very harsh on the upper part and it's not going to be easy to blend. So again, we follow the exact same line we had drawn on the upper part, like that. Then for the lower part, we again go in with our concealer just to make the area a bit slim because it looked a little bit like a block. So that is what I normally do. After drawing the upper part, I again go in with my concealer and clear and make it as slim as possible towards the end, like that. And there we have our eyebrow. We did the exact same thing for the other eyebrow. Slimming towards the end like so. And now look at our eyebrows, just look at those eyebrows. So for the inner part where we had left some space, we fill in with a foundation of our skin tone so as to avoid having the harsh line at the beginning of the eyebrow. Are you seeing that? There is no harsh line at all. Are you seeing that, guys? So for blending, we use a small fluffy brush and we just tap in. We just tap in the concealer to absorb some excess and just blend it into our skin. And for the inner part, you blend the concealer inwards where you had applied the foundation, like so. You just drag it slowly, just very, very slowly. And you see it grows fainter towards the inner corner. Also for the upper part, you just blend the foundation like so. And that is it for our eyebrows, guys. Just take a look. They look so neat. That was so neat, guys. Tell me what you think down in the comment section. So I went and did some little makeup and that was the result. Our eyebrows right there are looking very, very natural. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Thank you for staying tuned up to this time. I also hope you learned something. And make sure you like, share and subscribe if you haven't. And I guess I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. I love you all.